Hey everybody, Cold Steel Bill here, coming to you from the back 40. We're back here at the Beaver Dam. I'm back at it. I'm after them beavers, and I came out set till about 9 o'clock last night. They've been coming out around 7 and 8 beforehand, so I came out about dark last night and stayed here till about 9. Never heard any beaver tail slaps or anything like that, so I left. Didn't have the dogs with me, and they'd been in the house, and I'm pretty sure they was doing the pee-pee dance when I got home. Anyway, back out here, and let me pick these up real quick. One of the reasons I came out today was to answer a question that one of the viewers asked me. Bill, what do you use to shoot beavers with? Well, that's a pretty loaded question. But if you're referring to the North American furry version that lives in aquifer areas that are quite notable for building dams and things of such nature, quite the engineers they are. They do a lot with mud and sticks. I use a 22. Now, it really depends on what time of the year it is. But I am on private property, but I prefer the 22 hollow points. But what I use are these Subsonics, and these are 1,200 feet per second, 12 and some change, I don't remember how much. And these are 970 feet per second. And I'll show you in a minute. I got my AR-15 with me with the 22 subcaliber device in it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, the difference between shooting the 1,200 feet per second and the 970 feet per second. Y'all hang on. Alright, so some of the one of the cameras is mounted on the toolbox, so I apologize ahead of time for the vibration on the truck. And getting back to my question, what do I use to shoot beavers? Well, out here in the woods, when I'm at nighttime, I use these right here. These are 970 feet per second, and these are 1,200 feet per second. And I use these to zero with during the daytime, like I'm out here right now. I have my Sightmark Wraith digital day-night scope with me, the 2x18. I like it. It's not great for distance, but for the most part, I like it. So I'm just going to sit up here and shoot, and the purpose of me shooting actually is just nothing but to demonstrate how loud that it is not. Get the sight turned on here. Okay. That'd be alright. Now with the day-night scope, I got it on nighttime still. That's what my problem is. There we go. Focus in here. I got it on 2 power. Get this camera here started. Alright, so we'll just use the GoPro. That one over there wants to be a pain in the ass. Alright, so here we go. This is 1,200 feet per second. Reticle. I'm beating veined a little bit, so let me see if I'm still on. Thank y'all. Float her out of the way. like I need to bring my reticle up just a hair. So one of the cool things about this is if you got a good aim point and you can see from where your reticle's at to where you're hitting at. Setting. I was aiming right there and hitting a little low, so I'm gonna bingo. Alright, so I'm on now with this one. And as you can see, it's not a really quiet round. And it's not the muzzle blast you're hearing. What you're hearing is the subsonic blast. You get rid of this last round. Okay. And here's the difference. This is what I shoot when I actually hunt at night. So don't maybe scare the beavers away. (970 feet per second). Big difference, huh? I'm dead on now. Maybe an inch to the left a little bit. Nah, I'm good. So anyway, there's your difference right there. And as you can see, there is a difference. I'm going to get rid of this last round. Okay. 790 feet per second rounds are extremely quiet. And but 90% of the time it doesn't eject the brass 100%, and 100% of the time it doesn't go back far enough to recock the rifle. So if they did, I don't know if I can get some 800 feet per second. That would be ideal for just the quiet and everything. We really wouldn't hear anything but the mechanics of the gun. And but the 970 feet per second so far are the only one that I can get to use that will not only eject the spent cartridge, but come back far enough to recock the weapon itself. The Sightmark Wraith, this is an entry-level daytime, nighttime scope. During the daytime, up to 300, 400 yards, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can see real well. You can focus in. At nighttime, depending on the terrain, 50 yards if it's thick like this, and you can actually see beyond it. Because when you're using your IR light, everything just illuminates, reflects off of it. But if you give the scope time enough to adjust, you'll be able to see stuff better. It uses 4 AA batteries, and the IR uses 2 little bitty, overly expensive batteries. I can't think of what size they are right now. Something, I don't know. And but this thing right here, man, it'll burn them up quick. It'll burn them up real quick. The night sight itself isn't as bad. If you use a good quality battery, it's not as bad. But if you use like just 5 dollar store batteries, you can look for maybe hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours max out of it. But go with the quality battery, like a Duracell copper top, and you'll get a good 3.5, 4 hours out of it, as long as it's not just constantly running. On your IR, it'll burn them up, and these batteries are not cheap, so we'll be looking for an external power source for it. Negative drawback to the Sightmark Wraith over here on the side right here. It's got a port right there where you can put a mini SD card in and video what you're shooting or doing, looking at, but there's no sound that goes with it. Also, it has a USB port right there, and it's as fragile as an eggshell. I've already broke it. I had an external power supply plugged into it, and the power supply fell from its source, and it went down and it snatched the plug there, and it broke it internally. So I guess there is a drawback on this being an entry-level day-night scope, digital day-night scope, then that would probably be it. Outside of that, I really enjoyed it. I've yet to kill anything with it, you know, coyote or anything like that, beaver, anything. But I do enjoy shooting it. It's an excellent day sight scope. All right, folks, that's it. Cold Steel Bill here. Coming to you from the back 40. I was answering the question involving what type of 22 round or what type of bullet I use to shoot beavers with. Let me get this right. So anyway, like I said, what I use right now are the 970 feet per second and just your standard 1200 feet per second for plinking and shooting around. So that's it. Fixing to go up here to the front and zero my 308. I've been changing scopes around. I took this Sightmark Wraith off of my 308 and took the scope that was on this one and put it on my 308. So anyway, I gotta go double check that. Outside of that, folks, Cold Steel Bill here, coming to you from the back 40. Listen to them wood ducks. That rooster's calling. Y'all may not be able to hear it. Adios, mi amigos. Au revoir. Uh-oh, somebody ever shooting. Bye.